So, good morning and welcome to Franciscan College, Gormanston. My name is Dermot Lavin and I'm the principal of Gormanston College, and I have been here as principal for the last 12 years. However, what I'd really like to talk to you about is 40 years ago, in 1980, I stood on the front steps behind you, as you could see, and walked into Gormanston College as a nervous and anxious first-year student. And in the intervening 40 years, I stayed here, remained here for 5 years. I completed my Leaving Cert, went to university, maintained a strong affinity and loyalty to the college, and returned here in 2009 to take up the post of principal, of which I'm very proud of. So what I'd like to do this morning is to invite you to join us as I talk to you a little bit about what our school is about, what it means to me, what our education system focuses on, and what we hope to achieve for all of our students who are here, and more particularly for your young men and women who are entering the second level education from September 2021, and we look forward to welcoming them here as first year students. A moment ago, I recalled on the day I started in Gormanston as a first year student in September 1980. I'm now standing in the foyer of our school, which is full of lots of historical memorabilia connected to Franciscan College, Gormanston. And behind me, you can see the 4 flags representing our 4 clans. Our 4 clans gives all of us a sense of belonging and is unique among secondary schools. I'm also holding a register. I'm going to show it to you. This register is dated 1957 to the year 2000, when the records were then in a digital format. We received our first students to Franciscan College, Gormanston in 1957, and we've been providing a high quality education on this site for over 60 years. We began life as a private fee-paying boys' school. We changed direction in the early 2000s, and we invited girls to join us. We changed direction again in 2014, and we decided that we would join the free education scheme. So we no longer operate as a private boarding school, and today we cater for over 400 students, girls and boys. We are a co-educational, voluntary Catholic school, and we serve the local community. So you join us in one of the main thoroughfares in the school, where we have classrooms to my left and to my right, and upstairs and below me. What you will also see is that we have reconfigured the entire school building to get us ready for a safe and successful reopening of our school in line with the current public health guidance. In early August, the Minister for Education, Norma Foley, announced the roadmap for the reopening of schools. And since then, we have been tirelessly working to get our school ready. So we have lots of things completed. We have reconfigured all our school classrooms. We have built new classrooms. We have identified hand sanitization points at every classroom door and at specific locations around the school. We have signage outside. We have floor signage on the floor, we have a one-way system, and we have significantly refurbished all of our school bathrooms. And on a regular and consistent basis, we are inviting all of our school community to do 3 significant things. Number 1, that they are responsible for consistently good hand hygiene. Number 2, that they are practicing social distance. And number 3, that they are wearing their face mask. All of these things done in a proper manner and adherence to public health guidance will ensure that we are as safe as we possibly can be, given the fact that all of us, locally, nationally and globally, are living with this pandemic. Who knows how long this pandemic is going to last? What I can say to you is that at Franciscan College, Gormanston, we are open for business, we are well prepared, and we will do our level best to ensure that the education experience that we can offer is the best that we can get it within the limitations that we are under. In the previous shots of myself, you saw me on the front steps of the college, and you saw me in the foyer and in the entrance hall of the college. At the time, you will also have seen me decked out in PPE equipment, because that's the rather strange and abnormal, brave new world that we are living in. But now I'm standing in front of you in one of our classrooms, which we refer to as Chuck Francis. Chuck Francis is a learning space that is dedicated to supporting children with a diagnosis of autism. Those children have special educational needs. They are special in their own right, but let's be absolutely clear, mums and dads, all of our students are very special. I feel incredibly honoured and privileged to be welcoming you to our school and beginning an educational journey with you, with your son, or with your daughter. I'd like to pause for a moment, and I want to light a candle, so please just bear with me. I've gone out of shot for a moment, but I have a candle in my hand, and I wish to light it. And the reason for the candle, it's symbolic. I'm going to place it here beside me on the table. The candle represents light over darkness, hope over despair. COVID-19 has and is presenting challenging times for all of us. However, we will overcome it, we will move forward, and we will all prevail. There is a famous saying which says, "It is better to light a candle than to curse the darkness." The candle also symbolizes that we are all valued, that we all matter, that we are all unique. You know, we are a smaller school than most, and we are ideally placed in our local community. Our students are happy in school, they are well cared for, and they are well looked after. We are proud of our school. Our mission is to create an atmosphere where students are encouraged to be the best that they can be, and where they have all of the opportunities available to them to develop their talents, and they're supported to achieve their personal aspirations. This is a Franciscan environment where every student can receive an holistic education. They can become successful learners, and they can grow into responsible and confident young men and women ready to take on the challenges and the demands of the 21st century. We have another aim, and that is to become the school of choice in the local community. Our mission statement, which adorns the walls of our school, focuses on each person connected to our school with the clear intention of creating accountable and principled students in the Ireland of today and the wider world. And we know, don't we, that we're a good school. That's actually the official judgment of the Department of Education and Skills. We had a whole school inspection which took place in January 2020. The report is available to read online, and I would recommend that you have a look at it. It also provides, quite correctly, a series of recommendations to make our school an even better school, and we are working hard to address these. But I'd appreciate it if you would just indulge me for a moment while I read some of what the Department of Education have said. They say that the overall quality of leadership and management is good. They say that the majority of parents and staff agree that the school is well run. They also say that the majority of parents and staff agree that students are well supported. School staff work hard to foster and maintain a safe and secure learning environment. The school has an active and prominent Parents Association whose work is widely acknowledged and valued. And perhaps most importantly, that the interactions between students and teachers is positive, is mutually respectful, and that supports a productive learning environment. The majority of students themselves report that they're getting on very well with their schoolwork. And our clear commitment is to student well-being. Well-being, a phrase that is becoming all too familiar in the world that we live in. However, and it's really important to make this point, our students, in their feedback to the inspectors and in their feedback to me, have reported, genuinely, that in their view, we don't listen to them enough. It's important that I hear that. It's important that as a school we react positively to that. And I'm absolutely confident that as we begin this new school year, despite the challenges that we are all facing, that we are taking a more proactive role in listening to our student body. What can you expect from us as a school? To be a supportive place, one in which the door is always open to all of you, to allow us to discuss you and your child's hopes and dreams, beliefs and achievements, and allowing all of us to work together to ensure that our students, who are brimming with potential, can move on from Gormanston to a very bright and happy future. Education has the power to change lives. Our collective objective is to ensure that your children become the best that they can be, achieve more than they think that they are capable of, and go on to lead happy and fulfilled lives as adults with strong values, a moral compass, and with respect for themselves and for each other. Next week, we launch a new school website and a dedicated school app. It will include a digital application form which will improve and simplify the enrolment process for you. The presentation that I will do via PowerPoint will also be available for you to view. And again, I would recommend that you have a look at it. And if you have any questions about the transition process from primary to secondary, then I would be absolutely delighted to meet with you either in person or remotely. However, can I say this? The pages of a prospectus or the pages of a website can only hint at what a school is really like. Over the coming days, you'll have an opportunity to hear from our students themselves. And it's important that their authentic perspective on their school is available for you to hear and to acknowledge and to see in person just what their experience of school is like. It is people and relationships that matter the most, not glossy pictures or clever text. We are a school community and you are beginning a strong partnership with us. Education in that regard is not a mechanical system. It is a human system. It is a community of people who matter. So for me, as I enter the 12th year as principal of this school, I am excited. We are entering a new phase. We are managing the challenges of COVID-19 successfully. You will know that there are very firm and permanent plans to move to a new school, effectively across the road from our existing school on an area of ground known affectionately as the senior pitches. We will be a bigger school, but we will remain local and we are committed to our local area. So it seems to me that we have a lot of story left to tell. I welcome you to join us on the next stage of that journey. I will just finish for you with a short quotation from Harry Potter and Dumbledore. And he says that happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if only you remember to turn on the light. This Parents and guardians, prospective students, this is our light. It's burning bright. We have a bright future. Thank you for listening today.